Hey guys, how you doing today? It's me, Kelly. So today I'm going to show you the Tim Holtz Tonic Studios glass mat. Now you're going to be able to see my light reflection in there. I will try to, I have to rearrange. I was sent this by a wonderful person who doesn't want their name said. So I will respect that. But they sent it for me to obviously have and to try to help me with my area. So I just thought I would play a little bit and see how it is. Uh, there's so much. So this is glass, obviously. My lighting's not really being helpful today, so you can see my lights. But we're going to try some fun things on here. I'm very excited because I can do my clay, and that was the point, was that I can do everything. My clay, painting, all that kind of stuff. And then you get this non-stick mat over here, and it comes off. It's like clingy. And then underneath here is another glass where you can put other use for other things. Now they suggest not to use this with your alcohol ink because it will stain, so we're not going to do that. So I'm just going to kind of put this on here for now and move it out of the way. And I was also sent another mat. So in case I screw this up, but I'm going to try not to screw it up, but I'm going to leave it there. Okay, so I'm going to try to do this. Now this is really cool because you can take, I'm going to do bright colors so you guys can see. You could take your gelatos and kind of do this like that. And then take a wet brush, some water, and then go from here. Get that little piece. And then you can kind of keep them separate so you're not, let's see if I can get that out. You're not blending them all together because you guys know I use my nonstick mat, which is a mess, but you can see. Put a little bit more in there while it's wet. Oh, it's just great. And then what you can do is it can just dry. And don't put your mat back on it, but then you can leave it dry and continue on. Maybe you are in the middle of doing something or what have you. But that's, I mean, look how awesome that is. And you can do it with markers. Let me just show you. I do have my, maybe I should use, let's see, where'd they go? Like 3 million. If you guys knew how many erasers I had. Like for instance, we can use one of those. I have the distress crayons to try. You can use your neo colors. You can use whatever you have. Obviously, this is a marker. Ooh. And the white back, like the lines are underneath, so they're not coming off. So the white back is great because you really get to see the colors. And these are the Adirondack markers. This is a little lighter color in caramel. I use these all the time, so they're probably running out already. That's okay. And I'm just going to leave those sit there for a second, and we'll see what they do, if they go permanent. And then these are the distress crayons that we have. So I'm just going to go in like that. I haven't had these out in a while. So let's see what they do. We'll move these out of the way. Take my paintbrush. You can use your water brush, anything that you want. Let's do this one first. I put a lot of water on there, but you see it does come off. Let's do this. And you see how nice that color is underneath, you can see? I was so excited when I got this. I had no clue. Pretty cool. Now let's try the blue. I'm going to tap some of those crumbs because you don't want to get rid of those crumbs because that's color. And turn my brush around this way. Pat, 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 pat. And you see how nice it works? Fantastic. I know, I'm blowing out a little bit. Okay, so now I have the, you guys know I am obsessed with Faber-Castell artist pens. These are permanent once they're dry. Oh yeah, so I'm just gonna go in and lay this down. Because you guys know, even when I paint, I'll use my Faber-Castell markers, and they're workable a little bit before they dry. So you can see, and then that turns out into a really cool watercolor paint. Isn't that cool? Okay. So I also have, I want to try an Inktense block because I would use these so much more if I could. I mean, I guess I could put them in a, what I'm going to do first is wet a block. Let's wet this block right here. Just a little bit of water and then go in with this. I could grate it. I don't know where my grater is, but you can definitely grate it or use a utility knife or X-Acto knife, but you can see just with the water, it's starting to come off. Because like I said, I would use these a lot, and these are great because the same with the pencils, and I didn't grab the pencils. I thought I did, but I grabbed two of these. Look at the color. What I love is, like I said, it'll dry down and I can come back. Look at that. I mean, these are, look at how full of color they are when they're wet. But they're when they're dry, they're permanent. So that is what I love. But you can see, I'm gonna go in here, but like everything else, this is a piece of mixed media paper. Excuse me. And you can see where I put right here, like I drew it, it kind of like sinks into the water, the paper rather. So when I do this and add water, and I can dab it around, and then look at that, it's nice and even. Look at that, how cool. Oh, okay. So anyway, so that's with that. And I'm gonna move this over a little bit. Hands are not working well today. Okay, so I'm gonna do this. Gonna set that there for now. Take my markers. There's so many things you can cut. You could do your clay. You can, you know, like I said, use your markers. Do whatever you want. Do whatever you want. So I'm just gonna take two of the distress inks. I'm not gonna go all nuts. This is milled lavender, and that is picked raspberry. I'm just gonna show you. You can take this and you can blink it on there if you want, or, you know, on there. I'm going to take some of this on here. And put it, like I said, it might not be the best paper for this, but it's okay. So you could do your same thing that you always do, you know, on your tags or papers or whatever. Or like you see over here, you can, oh, I can make it into paint too. And just water that. Because you guys know I love doing twofers where you have a product and look how pretty. And instead of just using it for what you're using it for, you know, using it for something else. So yeah, oh, so pretty, so pretty, so pretty. I don't know how much of this is left here. Let's see. Do I have any? This could be dried out. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's being too friendly. Let's see if I can squish it here. Yeah, it's not a very bright color. What color is it? Milled lavender? Maybe that's why. So yeah, you can see that's why, because it's more of a, let's see if we do it here. See, and you can't see real good. I'm going to tell you one of my favorite things for this as well is, see, yeah, you can't see. So that's not good. For cutting, which I'm going to get to in a minute. Like if you're doing ATC cards or whatever, how great it is to cut. So I also got, she sent me the ruler and a scraper, like to scrape off. So I can use this as a palette when I'm painting. I can use it, you know, for whatever. I'll just set this here, set this over here. Okay, but look, so it has all of these marks, and up here are inches, down here are inches. This goes 1 to 7. This goes 1 to 14. Obviously, same, you know, same thing, but you can definitely measure. Here's your middle. So what? I'm too lazy to go get it out of the dining room right now. I'll do a video with it. You'll see me using it. But what it is it connects up here. So here's the middle. So you can always do, you know, your straight lines. You can measure. You can cut. You can do all that kind of stuff. But if I'm doing a ATC card and I want it 2.5 by, move my stuff. I'm going to have to clean off my desk today for real. If I want to measure for 2.5, I would just go down to here and line it up straight, because you know I'm horrible with straight. And get it like you want it. And we'll do 3.5 here. And then we want 2.5 here. Oh, get on there, Cal. And that becomes, and then you can line it up with the half. Where's the half at? Come on, there we go. And then just draw. Oh my gosh, and then you're just cutting, you know, your stuff. Okay, come on, I'm horrible with this stuff. Lining it up. Here's my 3.5. I just want it straight, but you guys get it, right? Hands are killing me today. Okay. And then you would go and you cut it and you have your ATC card, and you can just do this line this long this way, and you can just cut, and it's fantastic. There's so much you can do with this. I can't even do it justice. I just wanted to do a thank you. You guys will be seeing this because I'm not going to move it. I'm going to try to keep it and use it for everything. Some people say you can emboss and dry on here. Other people say that you can't. It gets too hot. This is tempered. So it's and everything's written like printed underneath, so it can't come off. To clean everything off, paint your stuff over here. Alcohol, hand sanitizer, they say works. I don't have any of that here either at the moment because this was just a surprise. So that's it. But let me spray some water on here and take this off just to show you. And you know what I would do technically, knock all my stuff down. I would take a piece of paper and I would sop all that up first. And there's just so much you can do. And it's watercolor, you know what I mean? It's going to do what it's going to do. And then just wipe it because it's glass. And it is good as new. Oh my goodness. So this whole thing is just glass to work with. Isn't that great? I think it's great. So yes, I just wanted to show it. Like I said, I'm not going to sit on here too long, but I am thrilled. I'm so excited to use it and see how much I use it. Like I said, to make jewelry, to especially the polymer clay, and not having to move and worry about what's being picked up on it. I'm very excited. So that's it. I probably will have another video today. This was just a quick one, and I hope you guys are doing well. As always, please be kind to each other. You never know what battle somebody else is fighting. I love you guys so very much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.